Chapter 6577. If Tawana simply came to Japan for a concert and was murdered or disappeared before the concert, it would be the National Security Department that would be embarrassed in front of the whole world. However, if she disappeared from the Mitsui family's party, then the Mitsui family would have to bear the blame, considering Tawana's influence around the world. If Charlie did not take action today and let Peter and his gang succeed, the Mitsui family would become a laughingstock in the world and a sinner in the eyes of Tawana's hundreds of millions of fans. The impact on the reputation and business of the Mitsui family would be immeasurable. Charlie believed that this incident would definitely make Mitsui Yoshitoka owe him a huge favor. He dared not say that he would obey him in the future, but at least he would respond to his requests. Peter was not a fool. He understood what Charlie meant. He thought carefully about the logic and it was feasible. If he failed, he would die even if he went back. If he did not cooperate with Charlie, he would die. If he was handed over to the police, even if he was not sentenced to death, he would at least be sentenced to life imprisonment. If his boss knew his whereabouts, he would not let him go. So he would still die. Now his only hope of survival was to cooperate with Charlie. As long as Charlie said so, the Mitsui family would definitely save his life. If that didn't work, putting him under house arrest would be much better than other options. After thinking for a moment, Peter immediately said to the driver, "Listen to this gentleman and drive the car back." The driver also thought this was the best choice. Seeing that Peter accepted Charlie's conditions, he finally breathed a sigh of relief and hurriedly said, "Boss, what about the other brothers?" Peter looked at Charlie and said, "Sir, except for those ninjas in the other cars, the rest are brothers who have been through life and death with me. If we go back with you, they will surely die. Can we let them go with us?" Charlie asked him, "Do you think they will listen to you?" "Yes." Peter nodded heavily and said, "They trust me unconditionally. They will do whatever I ask them to do. If they know that our operation has been disrupted by you, they will understand that I saved their lives." Charlie nodded and said, "Okay, you ask them to turn around and go back. I will contact the Mitsui family to make preparations. When they arrive at the place, all of them must lay down their weapons, get off the car and surrender. Anyone who dares to resist, I will have them killed on the spot." Peter said, "Don't worry, I will explain it to them clearly." Charlie hummed and said, "Okay, you communicate with them." Peter pressed the switch of the communicator on his ear and said, "Everyone, pay attention. We will turn around at the intersection ahead and go back, Dome." A question came from the communicator immediately. "Boss, why do you want to go back? We finally succeeded in bringing them out." Peter said lightly, "The plan failed. We have a master in the car. The brothers have lost their combat effectiveness. Now is the downtown area of Tokyo. Even if you come together to kill, it is impossible to succeed. Once the plan fails, what will happen to us? You should all know it very well. I don't need to say more. Going back now is the only chance to survive. If you don't want to go back, you can disband on the spot now. Everyone escapes and prays not to be caught." After that, he immediately said to the driver, "Turn around now, don't wait for their reply." The driver nodded, immediately slowed down, and turned around to drive towards the dome. At this time, Tawana and Trevor came to the front of the car hand in hand. Still in shock, Tawana looked at Charlie with a complicated expression. Her tone was no longer as proud and domineering as before. Instead, she said timidly, "Wade. Mr. Wade. I want to call my family and the embassy. It is such a serious matter, I must seek shelter from the embassy." Charlie said expressionlessly, "No, go back and sit down." Tawana couldn't help asking, "Why not? These people are killers. Such a serious matter should at least be reported to the police first, right?" "No. Charlie's answer was still cold, and he said sternly, "From now on, this matter will be decided by me. Without my permission, you have no right to make any decision." But Tavanna wanted to argue, but was interrupted by Charlie. "No, but if you disagree, I will get out of the car and leave immediately. I don't care how they treat you. And your life or death has nothing to do with me. What do you think?"